Katie, where are you?
Any sign of her, Ivan?
I'm afraid not, Mrs. G.
I see.
I'm really sorry about all this.
I am too, Ivan. Believe me, I am too.
Well, I just hope you don't blame me for what's happened to Katie. Mrs. G? What is that? It sort of looks like me.
Yes, it does. Doesn't it?
Mrs. G, you can't.
I have to blame someone, Ivan. It might as well be you.
Mrs. G, no. Wow!
Easy, son. You were having a dream.
Boy, was that ever real.
You haven't been to bed yet, have you?
No.
Still no sign of Katie?
Not since she left the past.
Ellen's not going to be too happy about that.
She doesn't happen to practice voodoo, does she?
Oh, of course not. I don't think.
I just wish I could make Mrs. G understand that it's not my fault.
I'm sure she knows that, Ivan. She's just worried about Katie. We all are.
Well, me too. I've been doing my best to track her down. That's the trouble with time blips. They're so unpredictable.
Maybe you should explain what a time blip is, Ivan.
Good idea, Benjamin. In case one or two of our friends missed last week's episode.
One or two?
I'm an eternal optimist.
Well, a time blip is a pocket of concentrated temporal energy that can take something from one time period and send it to another, just like that. It blipped Katie around in the past in last week's episode, and now we think it sent her into the future.
Hey, maybe I'll have my own show by then, and I can give her a guest shot.
Well, hopefully, Caldecott, some of us will meet up with Katie in the future so we can take care of her until I can bring her home. Maybe that's Katie now. That's Katie, all right.
Where is she, Ivan?
Let's see. 8 years from now.
8 years?
There's a place we all can go. It's always been there, I know. They have things there you would not believe. So come on down to Puttnam's, you'll see what I mean. New adventures all the time, and Mr. Puttnam thinks it's fine. You can be yourself there, it's alright to be you. You will find a friend and a smile or two. At Puttnam's you'll always feel at home. At Puttnam's you'll never feel alone. Magic's in the air, your friends are everywhere. At Puttnam's Prairie Emporium.
The Global Council reports that the world's first solar-generating satellite was successfully launched earlier this morning. The Japanese prototype is capable of converting sunlight into billions of watts of electricity. Council President Sonny Bono predicts that by the year 2010, energy will no longer be...
There it goes again. Grandpa, you gotta get a new TV. You know, Sears is having a sale on 3Ds right now.
Oh, no thank you, Mark. It just needs a little servicing, that's all. What's the matter, fellas? Don't you want your breakfast? What's that? Oh, you want to talk to your friend Benjamin. Hello, Benjamin. Hello. Hear that, Benjamin? Now you say hello back.
Mr. P, they're fish.
Of course they are. How do you think they can stay underwater so long? Come on now, say hello.
Hello, Larry. Hello, Bo. Hello, Curly.
That's the spirit. See? They're all excited. There they go. They like their best friend, Benjamin.
Mr. P, you don't have to do this.
Well, it's just that I know it hasn't been the same around here since Mike and Caldecott left for Hollywood.
I'm fine. I just didn't realize how much I'd miss having someone around to annoy me.
Well, I could get Larry, Moe, and Curly to call you names and spit fish food at you.
I don't think so, Grandpa. These guys look pretty dead to me.
Really? Oh, darn. I thought maybe they were just asleep. Blip.
Blip? Oh, it's just Katie. Katie?
Mark?
Grandpa, look, it's Katie. Or at least it used to be. Prodigious. Katie, you gotta get down here, quick.
Well, I'll be. Katie, how did you get here?
I'm not sure.
I bet you I know. Remember, Grandpa, it was about 7 or 8 years ago when Ivan was still working on the time closet. Before he took that research position with the space program, Katie got caught in that blip thing.
7 or 8 years ago?
Oh, yes. Ivan had quite a time bringing you back.
You mean he did?
Actually, that blip thing finally brought you back on its own. Or at least that's what Ivan figured anyway. You couldn't remember a thing about it. Katie!
You don't have to yell, Mark. I'm right here.
Katie, there's someone here you gotta meet. Katie, meet Katie.
You mean Katie can see what I'm gonna look like 8 years from now?
Uh-huh.
Man, she should have taken a camera.
Well, she really didn't have a lot of time to prepare for the trip, Mark.
I know. It just would have been neat to see what I'm gonna look like when I'm 20.
Don't worry. You will soon enough. And you won't need a time blip, although it might seem like one.
What?
Well, 8 years isn't such a long time, Mark. You'll be 20 before you know it. It's like someone once said, the present is just the future, pausing a moment before it becomes the past.
Yeah, I guess.
Mom looks great. I think those gray hairs make her look really classy.
Oh, me too. But you should have seen her freak when the first one came along. Then I guess you will.
Are these fish supposed to be floating on top of the water like this?
They don't look too healthy, do they? Grandpa hasn't had much luck with house pets since Caldecott went to L.A.
What's the name of the show he's in?
The detective thing. C.C. Cat.
I guess he finally got what he always wanted.
His own show. What?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, come on. I know when something's on your mind. After all, I am you.
Well, it's just... I thought I would be different.
Different? How?
Well, for one thing, I thought you'd be taller.
I'm afraid Mark got all the height in this family.
That's okay.
Man, it's weird seeing the two of you together. Place hasn't changed much in 8 years, has it?
No, you sure have.
Yeah, you too, obviously. Maybe while you're here, you can talk some sense into yourself.
Forget it, Mark.
Look, Katie, you're passing up the chance of a lifetime here. If Bob Corbin's really serious, he'll wait.
Bob Corbin?
Mark, not now.
Suit yourself. I gotta go to work.
Work?
Yeah, that's a switch, huh? I'm working part-time in a travel agency while I'm going to university. Pretty good at it, too. They say tourism's going to be the #1 industry of the 21st century. Well, I gotta go. In case you're not here when I get back, it's been great seeing you again.
Me too.
See ya. Oh, and, by the way, I'm sorry I bugged you so much when I was a kid.
I didn't realize you stopped. Some things never change, right?
Bob Corbin? Bobby Corbin?
Yeah. We've been going together since high school. He still talks about the time he took us to the school dance and how weird we acted. I still haven't told him it was actually Grandpa in our body. He's asked us to marry him.
Marry him?
Mm-hmm.
And?
Well, it's not that simple. See, I've been accepted by this very important theater school in England. If I go, I start this fall. I'd be there for 3 years.
England? Wow. What are you gonna do?
I don't know. I wasn't even going to bring this up. But since you're here anyway, what do you want me to do?
Me? I can't decide that.
Why not? You're the one who had a crush on Bobby Corbin in the first place, and wanted to be an actress.
I know. But this isn't my time. It's not my decision. Not yet, anyway. Besides, I'm only 13. You're the adult.
That doesn't make it any easier. I just thought that since we were in this together, you could help me decide what to do. Blip! Pardon? Great.
Any sign of her, Ivan?
She's on the move again, Mrs. G. Unfortunately, she just left the 20th century.
I see. Well, I have something for you.
No, Mrs. G, no!
I thought you liked peanut butter and banana.
Yes, of course. Thank you.
Ivan,
Yes, Mrs. G?
enjoy this sandwich.
Thanks, Mrs. G.
Okay, give me an inventory report for March through August 2025. Come on, come on.
Mark, you have to use the keyboard.
All right. Keep forgetting. I don't know why Grandpa keeps this old antique. It ought to be in a museum. Maybe it is. What a mess. I don't know how Grandpa stayed in business all these years.
Oh, he did okay, Mark.
Okay is a far cry from successful. I didn't build $1 million travel agency believing otherwise.
Yes, but you also built $1 million ulcer to go with it. That's why Mr. P gave you the Prairie Emporium, so you could relax.
I am relaxed. This place could be so much more, that's all. That's why I bought a gross of old Bee Gees albums.
Oh, these are good.
What did he say?
Well, my old vision is a little rusty, but roughly translated it said, "Ooh, that is gross."
Hey, look, I didn't know the 1970s were going to come back either, especially disco. But it did, and it sells, so what's wrong with making a little money off it? What?
He said, "A superior man understands what is right. The inferior man understands what will sell."
Blip?
Blip?
Hi.
Katie? Benjamin, it's Katie. Whoa, I just had a serious flash of deja vu. This has all happened before, hasn't it?
Yes, about 30 years ago.
30 years ago? I'm definitely going the wrong way.
Oh, sorry. This is Katie. Katie, this is Pierre.
Hi. What is it?
A pundit from the planet Elvis.
Oh. Do I know you?
Katie, it's me, Mark, your brother. I came back to your time once before, remember? Obviously not. Something about time travel must affect the memory.
What about Grandpa and Mom? Where are they?
I'm afraid Mr. P is no longer with us, Katie.
You mean...
That's right. He retired on his 100th birthday and moved to one of those senior citizens planetoids.
Oh. And Mom?
Space cruise to Venus.
The Love Planet.
Stop that.
What about me? What did I decide to do? Did I marry Bobby Corbin, or did I study acting in England?
So many questions. Should we tell her?
Oh, I don't know.
You guys.
Okay. Actually, you... Hey, where'd she go?
Trixie Blix.
Time Blip.
Oh, right. I sure hope it takes her back home.
Me too.
Mix our trip.
Yes, well, back to work. I have a crate of Saturday Night Fever albums to bring up from the basement.
Oh, there she goes again. Wow, she's really moving. Come on, Katie, slow down. Slow down.
Morning, Caldecott.
Huh? Oh, morning, Mark. I was just catching 40.
Uh-huh. Morning, Benjamin.
Morning, Mark. Your daughter Leonard and her children arrived this morning, don't they?
Yep. All the way from the planet Earth.
This is really starting to get on my nerves.
I wasn't expecting you so soon.
Grandpa? Wow, am I glad to see you.
And I'm glad to see you. Where's your mother and your brother Ha-Ha?
Pardon?
Aren't they coming? I've got their rooms ready. And yours, too. Say, I like your hair. Kind of reminds me of the way your great Aunt Catherine used to wear it when she was your age.
Great Aunt Catherine? Oh, no.
Something the matter?
No, except I'm my great Aunt Catherine. And you're not my grandpa. You're my brother.
Oh, well, now that we've got that straightened... Brother? Katie?
Hi, Mark.
Well, son of Pluto. How about that? Ivan said you'd be here. Ivan, come quick. It's Katie. She's arrived.
Ivan's here?
He sure is, and he's going to get you home. Come on. Look, fellas, it's Katie.
Katie?
My sister Katie, from a long time ago, remember?
Hey, Katie. You look great. What's your secret?
I don't know. I try to stay away from a lot of fried foods.
I'm gonna try that. You gotta be what, 70?
Don't mind him, Katie. One Hollywood party too many. Nice to see you again.
Did I hear somebody say Katie was here?
Ivan?
It's been a long time. Didn't I tell you guys she'd be here? I just didn't know exactly when.
At first, I thought she was my granddaughter, Whoops.
Whoops?
That time Blip has taken you on quite a ride, hasn't it?
No kidding. We had to go into a 2-part episode.
Don't worry, Katie. We'll get you home.
For a minute there, I thought I was home. Everything looks exactly the way it did when I left. And I can't believe how much you look like Grandpa.
It's funny how that happened. One morning I looked in the mirror and there he was, Grandpa. As for the rest of the Prairie Emporium, it's supposed to look the way it was. It's an exact replica. I even built the outside to look the way it was, too.
The outside?
You see, Katie, we're not on the planet Earth right now.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
We're on a climate-controlled, custom-landscaped, high-orbital mini-planetoid designed by yours truly and built by Mark's Interstellar Construction Company.
Guess what we call it?
It's been officially designated as the planet Puttnam.
Wouldn't your grandpa be proud?
Yes, but I think he'd just be happy to see the Prairie Emporium the way it was, with all of you back together again.
I can't think of a better place to live out the rest of my days. Who knows, I may even get that time closet working properly.
He might.
I'm kidding, Katie. Actually, that time closet is as antique as a car with wheels. We have something much more dependable now.
What's that?
A teleportation orb.
Ivan won the Nobel Prize for inventing that.
Did I mention I was on the Walk of Fame before they tore it up?
This'll take you back to your time, Katie. You just hold it in the palm of your hand and think hard about your destination, and it'll do the rest. Unfortunately, you'll start to forget the future as soon as you get back. maybe that's for the best. Just put it in your hand and think hard about your time and place.
Is this where she's supposed to repeat, "There's no place like home"?
Shut up. Now just concentrate, Katie, and say goodbye.
Bye.
Have a safe trip, Katie. Hello? Oh, it's Katie, the one from our time. Hello, old girl. How are you doing? You look great. So are you coming? Wonderful. Are you going to stay? I knew you would. Yes, Leonard and the kids should be here any minute now. In fact, I think I hear them now.
Wow. This is it?
Yes, haha. This is it.
It's not exactly the Zargon interplanetary shopping shuttle, is it?
Just having a closer look at the scope, Mrs. G.
Why don't you go to bed, Ivan? You look exhausted.
I can't. Not until I bring Katie home. I'm really sorry about this.
You don't have to be, Ivan. Nobody could have done more than you've tried to do. You'll get her back. I know you will.
Oh, no. I forgot to ask them what I finally decided to do. Ask who? Ask what?
See, Ivan? I knew you could do it.
Oh, yeah. Me too.
Are you okay, Katie?
Mom, I'm fine. I just want to change my clothes. I feel like I've been wearing this outfit for over 100 years.
You mean you can't remember a thing about it at all?
Just the past. Ivan says I went into the future, but I don't know. Except that...
What?
Well, it's this feeling I have. You know when you think you've been somewhere, but you don't know when or how? You just feel you have? Kind of like a dream. Well, I have this feeling that this place is always going to be here for us. No matter where we are, no matter what happens. And someday, somewhere, we'll all be back together again. Right here at the Prairie Emporium. Weird. Yeah.
Well, good night, Katie.
Good night, Mark.
Wednesdays, YTV brings you some of the greatest b-ball players in history. Get in the game. Watch NBA Inside Stuff. Wednesday nights at 8 on YTV. Take part in arts and crafts at the Paint Studio, the Recycle Farm, and the Pop Art Patio. The joy of creativity is in your hands on Hands Up, Hands On, next on YTV.
Bye-bye.